Hi, it's Steffi from Steffi's Beads and Baubles, and this is my Halloween bucket of cookie cutters. And I've got all kinds of good ones. Now, there's a bat. Here's a candy corn. This one I found in the last one. I thought it was an owl, but this is a cauldron. So that's cool. Oh, there's a black cat. Well, it could be any color cat, I suppose. A spider. Now I'm putting some over to the side, and many of them are going into this bag in my box. I've got 3 boxes packed. This is box 4, and maybe I'll need another one, but I think I might be able to fit everything in here. Here's another bat. Now, my regular pumpkins that are not jack-o'-lanterns are in a separate bucket and with apples and cornucopias, and I'll do those with my turkeys, which is a separate box as well. Here's another candy corn. Trying to make these kind of niche so that people that are interested. Now I did this guy. I did a video on him. He's in my ornaments playlist. This is a witch on a broom, I think. Another cat. Gravestone. And casket. Here is a jack-o'-lantern. And another jack-o'-lantern. Oh, that's a fun one. Look at the big googly eyes. That'd be fun to do. I might leave him out. That'd be kind of a goofy one to do. This is another cat with his tail all puffed out. This can go in the other pumpkin bucket because this is just a plain pumpkin. And that's what those are. These are supposed to be the... Oh, there's another one of those. See, I have a lot of duplicates. And when I get a chance after we move, maybe later this year or next year, I will go through all of them and pick out the duplicates and put them in a box. And then if there's some I really don't love, I'll put them in a box. Now right now what I'm doing is putting some aside on my desk, which will go, that box is overflowing. So I'm going to have 2 small boxes like that of just miscellaneous cookie cutters. So that until I have access to all of them again, I will have some I can create with or even bake with the kids. So I'll have a good size, probably more than the average person has left out. But all these boxes, it's over 1,000. At one point I counted them. It was over 1,000. This is a Tupperware, and I've got this whole set from when I was a kid. I just lost my train of thought. Here's Frankenstein. Now keep in mind, when I stamp it, all I see is the outline. But for cookies, these are great. So a lot of these are just for cookies. They're not for me making ornaments. Now that's a cute bat. I might leave him out. I'm thinking it'll probably be at least a year before I get to go through everything and go through and decide what I'm keeping. Which is probably going to be most of it. Oh, I think I started to say I have 1,000. That's a duplicate. 1,000. Now that one's got where it pushes it out. These are great for detail work. That's a cute little squirrel with a little nut. But I got to go through and pull out the duplicates. And there's some that I just don't care for and don't care if they're part of my collection. So when I counted last, a couple years ago, I had 1,000. I pulled some duplicates out already. I'm going to keep that because that's cool. But then I've added more. Now my husband made me this before we had a soldering iron and all that. And I did use this, but now he can fix it for me so it actually can be soldered together. And eventually I'll have him do that. There's another witch on their broom. Cute little ghost. I've made a bunch of those. Another cat, that's a popular one. Another witch hat. Another pumpkin. Put them down in the bag. But I do want to have, see there's another googly eye one, but that's a different pumpkin, I think. Fangs. A happy pumpkin there. Those are cute. I like the sugar skulls. A hat. This one's got some detail. I've got a couple of that style. And some of these are stained because somebody else used them. That's a ghost, a weird one. A candy corn. A skull. An acorn, that goes over here. A skull. This looks like a set. Rest in peace. Frankenstein. Eek. Yeah, I've got all these twice. Or most of them. Boo. That one I've got a couple times. This is a hat. So when I go through them, I'll put them together in sets in like smaller baggies, like sandwich baggies. And like, I don't need some of these I'm not a big fan of. So I can go through, pick out the ones I really like. I don't think I'll get rid of more than maybe 10 or 20% of what I have. But I will definitely cull all the duplicates. And then there's going to be a small percent of the ones I don't really care for. There's a broom. I'll keep one of those out because those are fun. And then we're almost to the bottom here. Spider. Another tombstone. Another cat. Now these are really great for cookies, not so much for the ornaments. And the last one is this spider. So that's all of those. So I'll be back with the pumpkins, apples, acorns, and turkeys, all those next. And I don't know what videos will be in between, but I will be doing other videos as well, both during the move, both taking apart and setting up. And I will try to get some ornaments done in the next week or two as well. Once I'm moved and settled in, you'll get some regular ornaments again from me. But I'll be back again soon. Thank you so much. Bye.